Okay guys, here's a little bit of troubleshooting and tutorial video on BIOS Flashback. So recently I have just started repairing and updating one of my older motherboard, and what I've tried to do is to put in a 11900K and a Z490 motherboard, and the BIOS on it was old and it couldn't use that chip right away, and I already have the computer built. I couldn't go back to, it's just more hassle to go back to the old chip and then try to update the BIOS that way. So I ended up using BIOS Flashback, and it took me 20 to 30 minutes to find out why my Flashback wasn't working properly. So the reason why it wasn't working properly is because I did not read into the tutorials, or at least nobody has mentioned in detail why the tutorial it is what it is. So what I mean by that is you go to your manufacturer website, you download your BIOS file, which I already saved over by my downloads folder here, and as you can see, I have already extracted. Right now, a lot of people end up maybe copying that BIOS file in here first and then rename it, which I have already did. So there's one thing that I made a mistake on, is that I moved a whole bunch of files into this USB stick and then did all the extract, rename onto the USB stick, and it was not working. So what you actually need to do is you need to basically take out the file from your downloads folder, basically do the rename, everything here, right? See, the original file kind of looks like, I'm just gonna extract that again. So the original file will look like this, and you have to rename it to that. Now I did all the renaming in the USB stick. Oops. And basically what I did is that I took an entire zip folder and I threw it in here. And what it did was that it just did not work. I think it has to do with a sector reading or something with how the BIOS Flashback will read the USB stick. And that's causing a lot of issues. So then what I did is that I go back here, format the drive again, make sure it's FAT32, and then did that. Okay. And then once I finish that, and I copy this file, which I already named, and threw it in, and threw it in here, and this will work. Now, one more thing before you go ahead and just pull the USB stick, just make sure you eject, and that will cause you a little bit less headache in the long run. And I hope you guys learn something from this video, and help you guys troubleshoot your own BIOS flashback issues. And we'll see you next time.